And thank you again for the opportunity to come out here. And I got to say that we've been very, very successful the last 4 years in creating job opportunities. Just this year alone, to show you that our pipeline is filled and we need to be thinking outside the box and continuing this process, is we've got 350 jobs created, with 47 on top of that were saved jobs. We've created $63 million in additional revenue and investment alone just in this year. I will continue to do that as your commissioner. I will continue to work with all town councils and the city of Muncie to make sure that we're still making sure that all of Delaware County is covered. We've been able to do this alone, working, this commissioner's office had good relationships with the towns to be able to do that. Just for example, we delivered over 5 ambulances to Albany, Eaton, and Daleville over the last 4 years. That has helped the towns. We also are looking to create job opportunities. And as far as police cars, you know, it all goes down to making sure that we have the resources to be able to service our city and be safe. And that when you buy ambulances or police cars, you're doing that. And in a way, that's an economic development tool, because as one of these people have mentioned earlier, that what they read in the paper is important, and to know that we are taking care of our community, that we do care about the safety of our community is important. Also, it's been talked about that we're not paving enough roads. Let me tell you, we paved over 100 miles of roads, probably 50% more miles of roads than we could have done if we'd have done it without our own paving crews to be able to do that, and the own quality team that we have at the highway department. And to be able to do that in a 4-year period with the money that we get is incredible. And I think we'll continue to do that. We'll continue to get better at that, and that improves infrastructure and also economic development. And I'll commit that I will continue to work most of my time on jobs, bringing those jobs here, creating a safe environment, and creating a quality of life community for all of Delaware County. And I hope I can count on your vote for November 6th. Thank you very much.
James.
As the Delaware County Council President for the last 2 years, I came in as President in 2011. The first thing I did when I came in as President, I had spring budget hearings. It's never been heard of. We went in, we made cuts that was necessary to make the county to where they could function. Going into 2012, from my understanding, this is the first year that Delaware County has not had to go to the rainy day fund, and they did not have to go to a bank to borrow money. The first time ever in Delaware County. I've proven on the council that I do have the leadership to go into the commissioner's office and also help to bring jobs. As the police chief of Delaware, like I mentioned, I have saved that town over hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, writing my own grants for the police department, for police cars, for computers, for equipment. Also, 2 years ago, the state come in and they said that every police officer had to have a vest. At that time, I had 30 officers. If I went out and the town had to purchase these vests for these police officers, it would have cost them $30,000. With some of the networking that I have done and some of the people that I know, I was able to get these vests for my police officers for $0 to the taxpayers of Delville. I also took this to the sheriff's department when they needed vests for their police officers. And I actually got their vest. Normal cost of one of those vests was $1,000. I got it for the sheriff's department at $322. That was the cost. These are things that I can do. I am very well capable of going out and networking with companies to bring good stuff to Delaware County to help our sheriff's department with the needs that they need, and also working with our highway department, getting things that they need. We need people that don't look at the past, they look for the future. And I just want to tell everybody, my name is James King. I'm running for Delaware County Commissioner in District 1, and my name is not 214. Thank you.
Sherry.
Well, in closing, I would again like to thank the League and the Chamber for this opportunity and for you folks out there. And as you leave tonight, I would hope you'd stop at the table and pick up one of my Good Government Starts With You cards. One of the things that I was very concerned about is running for commissioner. There's 26 appointments that the commissioners make. And for example, the airport authority, which we have one of the best airports, the 5th best airport in the state, was run very well until politics got involved, and some people have been removed that had very knowledgeable knowledge of how to run an airport. So it's this the fact that we need new people and people who are interested in serving on these boards. The one nice thing I tell people about running for commissioner, there's one, I would just be one of three, and we would sit down and discuss and maybe cuss and make decisions, but you know, it's not like a mayor where you have to make the decision by yourself. And I feel like I can work with people. One of my favorite stories about community is that back in 1961, I was a freshman at Rorton, and our Bearcats, or the Bearcats, beat our Rorton team that year. And I was so upset. But on the way home, my father explained to me that our team got beat, but we are a community. So we come together and we root for the home team. And it's the same in politics. I'm a Republican, but if I'm elected, I will serve the whole community, not just the Republican Party. And I appreciate you considering me to be your next commissioner in District 2. Thank you.
And Steve.
I'd like to thank the League and the Chamber for putting on this forum. I'd like to thank everybody that came out to participate in this. I wanted to touch on some points I didn't have time to finish earlier. When I was the township trustee at Mount Pleasant Township, which I served 2 terms, there was I improved the fire department, and I also improved the township building and the fire stations. I done this at the same time we were lowering the tax rate, our tax rates 5 consecutive years, and also while I was still township trustee, we initiated the reorganization of Yorktown and Mount Pleasant Township, which was done in a timely manner and was approved last November with an amazing 85% approval. And I'm on the Yorktown Council now, and I'm serving on the transition committee to get the new consolidated Yorktown Mount Pleasant ready for 2013, which it starts January 1st. And I'm proud to say that we completed a budget for that new unit, and the property tax levies have been reduced by $117,000 over the combined levies for Yorktown and Mount Pleasant Township for 2012. And I wanted to also mention about well, I'm out of time, so I'm asking for my vote next Tuesday. Thank you very much.
All right. I'd like for us to all thank Steve Fields, James King, Todd Donati, and Sherry Riggin, and wish them the best in this election.